disappearances and killings happen around the world at a blink's notice. Although most come with a rational explanation of the events that transpired, some are shrouded with more mystery. Today, we take a dive into the unknown and dig deeper into some of these cases that left us with more questions than answers, such as the UFO sighting in Roswell 1947. It began when sightings were becoming widespread across the world, hundreds being documented by eyewitnesses. In New Mexico, many lacked evidence until July 2, 1947, when reports of an unstable, unidentified flying object were cited among many citizens of Roswell. Air Force officials remained adamant that it was a crashed weather balloon. However, many continued to believe that it was something more mysterious than that. Following the incident, what started off as a normal day for Mac Brazel changed when he found the remains of unknown industrialized scraps in his sheep pasture. The material appeared to consist of plastic and foil, yet had an odd, glossy paper texture. After further research, it was also discovered that the material could not be burned or dented. Whatever it was, those who saw the remains all came to the conclusion that it was definitely not part of a weather balloon. Unsure on what to do with the scraps, he spoke with the sheriff, George Wilcox, who got him in contact with Colonel Blanchard, an Air Force local official. After their investigation, they did not spot any organisms, only the pieces of wreckage found at the crash site. However, Blanchard did contact his superior, General Roger W. Ramey, due to the fact that the nearby military base tested atomic bombs near the location. Ramey then sent Major Jesse Marcel, an intelligence officer, to search the site and collect the debris from the crash. The Air Force, after further research, spoke publicly about the incident, stating that they believed it came from a flying saucer. Additionally, in the newspaper dating back to July 9, 1947, an article about the incident described what was found at the scene. It discussed material that looked like, quote, tinfoil, paper, tape, and sticks, end quote, and gave a description of the supposed, quote, flying disc, end quote. Though weirdly, the Air Force changed their story and said they believed it came from a weather balloon. Brazel didn't fight the speculation on the incident and even showed remorse in even speaking about the case. Suspicious of the Air Force's changing story and explanations, many believed that they were trying to cover up what truly happened at Roswell. Stanton Friedman, a UFO researcher, interviewed Jesse Marcel later on, where the intelligence officer confessed that he didn't believe the wreckage was a weather balloon. He believed that it couldn't be because the material was oddly thin, yet impossible to bend or dent. This led the Air Force to release another story in 1994, claiming it was a cover-up to a secret project called Project Mongol, a project that was testing special weather balloons to see if they could detect explosions. Ultimately, this is the story they claimed to be true. However, there were some that were certain that what was discovered at Roswell wasn't natural. Rumors of alien bodies discovered at the Roswell crash circled around. The bodies were detailed as being small with large heads. Although most reports didn't detail witnessing the bodies, Charles Forgus, deputy of the Howard County, later spoke about seeing these bodies at Roswell. He stated that he saw about 4 of them and they were quickly hauled away along with whatever else was there. According to Charles, the officials, quote, wouldn't let you get very close. They were keeping all the people away, end quote. Although the U.S. military deflected these alien body theories, stating that during the 1950s there was testing done with dummies in that area. Unfortunately for them, the timing didn't match up, resulting in more speculation. Despite that though, the government released a report regarding these alien sightings. suspecting that eyewitnesses' accounts were being tangled up in time or losing control of their own imagination. The report stated, quote, aliens observed in the New Mexico desert were actually anthropomorphic test dummies that were carried aloft by U.S. Air Force high-altitude balloons for scientific research, end quote. Unfortunately for them, though, most people were not satisfied with that explanation. Furthermore, researchers attempted to dig up documents on the case but were stopped in their tracks when they found out that the documents between 1947 and 1950 were burned. Ultimately, the more the military tried to explain the events, the more a cover-up was deemed increasingly possible. Courageously, Brazel spoke on the radio about the incident again, where he persisted with the idea of the remains being part of a UFO. In addition, he even spoke about alien bodies being found on the scene, resulting in him being held by the military for the duration of 7 days. According to Kevin Randle, who interviewed Brazel, he, quote, wouldn't speak about what happened, only that they scared the hell out of him, end quote. Even the local residents were supposedly threatened to keep quiet on the incident. To conclude the case, witnesses and researchers believe the Roswell case to be unnatural and extraterrestrial. Hundreds of supposed eyewitnesses claim to have seen the unstable spaceship in the air, and other witnesses believe to have seen the little bodies of the aliens. Both citizens and military officials consist of these witnesses. Do you believe them? Hey guys, well, I hope you liked the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you would like to see more uploads from me, please hit the subscribe button and turn post notifications on so you won't miss my next upload. Thank you, and don't get kidnapped by aliens tonight.